Welcome to the Branding Strategist, where we help you build a powerful personal brand. Today, we're going to dive deep into the top 10 mistakes you should avoid when building your personal brand. Let's make sure you're not falling into any of these traps. Let's begin with our first mistake, not defining your brand. It's a common misconception that personal branding is just about having a great logo or a catchy tagline. But the truth is, personal branding goes much deeper than that. It's about who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to be known for. Think of your personal brand as a promise to your audience. It should reflect your mission, your vision, and your values. It's the core of who you are as a professional and as an individual. Without defining this, you are leaving it open for interpretation, and trust me, you don't want to do that. This could lead to confusion, misinterpretations, or even damage to your reputation. The process of defining your brand might seem daunting. It involves introspection, self-awareness, and sometimes even tough decisions. But the rewards are worth it. It allows you to align your actions with your beliefs, consistently and authentically. And remember, strategists, consistency is key when it comes to branding. It creates trust and makes you memorable in the minds of your audience. So, if you haven't taken the time to define your personal brand yet, now is the time. What's your mission? What's your vision? What are the core values that drive you? What's the unique value you bring to the table? Start asking these questions to yourself. Remember, your personal brand is much more than just what you do or what you offer. It's who you are. So, take control of your narrative. This is the first step towards building a strong and impactful personal brand. If you get value from this video, follow our channel because you will love our upcoming content as well. Diving into the second mistake, inconsistency. In the world of branding, consistency is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. You see, your brand isn't just about what you project outwards. It's also about how others perceive you. And perception can be easily muddled if your brand is not consistent across all platforms. Consider this. Your audience interacts with your brand in various ways. They might see your posts on LinkedIn, read your blog, listen to your podcasts, or meet you at a networking event. Now, imagine if you present a different persona in each of these instances. Confusing, right? It's like meeting a different person each time. This inconsistency can lead to a lack of trust and can diminish your credibility. Consistency in branding goes beyond using the same logo or color palette. It encompasses your communication style, the type of content you share, your values, and even how you respond to comments or criticism. A consistent brand is easily recognizable, and over time, it builds trust and loyalty with your audience. It allows you to control your narrative and create a strong, lasting impression. However, keep in mind that consistency doesn't mean monotony. You can and should diversify your content to keep things interesting, but the core message and values should remain the same. This balance between consistency and creativity is where successful personal brands thrive. So, take a moment to evaluate your personal brand across all platforms. Is there a consistent thread that ties everything together? If not, it's time to address this. Moving on to the third common mistake, overlooking the importance of networking. When we think about personal branding, we often focus on creating a great website, building a social media presence, or developing compelling content. While all these are important, there's one crucial element that often gets overlooked: networking. Let's get this straight. Networking is not just about schmoozing at corporate events or handing out business cards in a conference. It's about building meaningful, mutually beneficial relationships with people in your industry and beyond. It's about expanding your reach, learning from others, and opening doors to new opportunities. In today's hyper-connected world, your network is your net worth. The people you know can provide support, offer guidance, and even become your clients or collaborators. And the people who know you can vouch for your skills, refer you to others, and elevate your reputation. It's a powerful, reciprocal relationship. Remember, strategists, your personal brand is not just about you. It's also about how you relate to others. Are you seen as a collaborator or a competitor? Are you approachable and empathetic? Do you provide value to your network? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. But how do you network effectively? Start by being genuinely interested in others. Learn about their work, their challenges, their success stories. Offer help when you can. Share your knowledge and insights. Be consistent and patient, as networking is a long-term investment. In today's digital age, networking is not limited by geographical boundaries. You can connect with professionals from around the world through social media platforms, online forums, and virtual events. Use these opportunities to grow your network and, consequently, your personal brand. So, don't underestimate the power of networking. It's all about who you know and who knows you. And in the journey of building a strong personal brand, this can make all the difference. So, get right into action and share this video with a friend, because sharing value is the essence of networking. Next up on our list of common mistakes is mistake number 4, neglecting your online presence. In this digital age, your online presence is more than just a digital footprint. It's the platform where your personal brand comes to life and interacts with the world. Just like a storefront window, your online presence displays what you have to offer to potential clients, employers, and collaborators. It's where people come to learn about who you are, what you do, and why they should care. Ignoring your online presence or leaving it unattended is like shutting the doors to these opportunities. A strong online presence goes beyond having a profile on every social media platform. It's about strategically choosing where to invest your time and energy based on where your audience spends theirs. It's about regularly updating these platforms with valuable content that showcases your expertise and connects with your audience. Your online presence is also where engagement happens. It's where you can build relationships with your audience, answer their questions, respond to their comments, and gather feedback. This act of engagement not only humanizes your personal brand, but also builds trust and loyalty. But here's a key thing to remember: your online presence needs to be genuine. It's not just about self-promotion, it's about adding value. It's not just about talking, it's about listening. And it's not just about showcasing your successes, it's about being honest about your journey, including the challenges and failures. In a nutshell, your online presence is a virtual extension of your personal brand. It's your stage, your platform, your voice. It allows you to reach a global audience, showcase your unique value proposition, and build meaningful relationships. Neglecting it is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in personal branding. So, take a moment to review your online presence. Are you visible where your audience is? Are you sharing valuable content regularly? Are you engaging with your audience? If not, it's time to step up your game. Another pitfall that we need to talk about is the lack of a personal brand story. A story, as we know, is a powerful tool. It entertains, it educates, but most importantly, it connects. A compelling personal brand story has the potential to do just that, to connect you with your audience on a deeper, more personal level. It adds a human touch to your personal brand, making it memorable and relatable. You see, people don't connect with resumes, they connect with narratives. They want to know the person behind your brand, your journey, your experiences, your challenges, and your victories. Your personal brand story is not just about where you've been and what you've done. It's about who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going. A well-crafted personal brand story acts as a bridge between you and your audience. It conveys your values, your motivations, and your vision in a way that resonates with them. It shows them why you do what you do and why they should care. Moreover, a strong personal brand story sets you apart from the crowd. In a world where everyone has a similar skill set or offers similar services, your personal brand story is what makes you unique. It's your distinct voice in a noisy marketplace. Now, how do you craft a compelling personal brand story? Start by reflecting on your experiences and the lessons you've learned along the way. Identify your motivations, your passions, and your core values. Look for the connecting threads that weave your journey together. And most importantly, be authentic. An authentic story is the most powerful and resonating story you can tell. So, if you haven't already, It's time to start crafting your narrative, because a personal brand without a story is like a book without a plot. It lacks depth, connection, and memorability. Next, we dive into critical mistake number 6, not showcasing your value. Your personal brand is not just about who you are. It's also about what you can offer. It's a value proposition that differentiates you from others. Failing to communicate this unique value is like owning a library and keeping all the books locked away. Think about it this way. In the marketplace of personal brands, you are both the product and the marketer. Just like any product on a shelf, you have unique features, benefits, and experiences that can provide value to your audience. However, if you're not effectively communicating these unique attributes, you're essentially blending in with the rest of the products. This diminishes your potential to make a meaningful impact and reach your personal and professional goals. The key to showcasing your value lies in understanding your unique strengths, skills, and experiences. What do you bring to the table that others don't? Maybe you have a unique approach to solving problems. Maybe you have unique experiences that provide a fresh perspective. Maybe you have a unique skill set that's highly sought after in your industry. Once you've identified these unique strengths, it's important to communicate them consistently and effectively across all your personal branding platforms. This could be through the content you share, the way you engage with your audience, or even the way you present yourself. Every interaction is an opportunity to showcase your value. But remember, showcasing your value is not just about self-promotion. It's about demonstrating how your unique skills can benefit others. How can your skills help solve a problem? How can your experiences inspire or guide others? How can your knowledge help others grow? So, take some time to reflect on your unique value proposition. What makes you stand out? How can you communicate this to your audience? Because remember, your personal brand is a value proposition, and showcasing this value is what sets you apart from the crowd. Moving forward, we touch upon a major pitfall: not adapting to change. As the old saying goes, change is indeed the only constant, and this couldn't be truer when it comes to personal branding. Your personal brand is not a static entity, but a dynamic one, continually evolving and growing just as you do. Resisting change or failing to adapt to it can result in stagnation, or worse, irrelevance. Let's face it, the world is in a state of constant flux. Market trends shift, new technologies emerge, societal attitudes evolve, and so do our personal experiences and perspectives. If your personal brand stays rigid in the face of these changes, it risks becoming outdated and out of sync with the environment. Consider your personal brand as a living organism. Just as organisms evolve to survive and thrive in their environment, your personal brand should also adapt and evolve in response to the changing world around you. This could mean updating your skills to match emerging industry trends, redefining your values to reflect personal growth, or even repositioning your brand to align with changing market demands. Adapting to change also includes staying open to feedback, listening to your audience, considering their insights, and integrating them into your brand is an important part of staying relevant and resonant. It ensures your brand not only reflects who you are, but also meets the needs and expectations of those you seek to serve. However, while it's crucial to adapt to change, it's equally important to stay true to your core values and vision. Balancing adaptability and authenticity can be challenging, but it's key to maintaining a personal brand that's both relevant and genuine. So, take a step back and look at your personal brand. Is it keeping pace with the changing times? Are you open to new ideas, perspectives, and practices? If not, it's time to embrace change and foster a culture of continuous learning and growth. Remember, strategists, a brand that doesn't adapt to change is a brand that risks fading into obscurity. Moving on to our 8th mistake, ignoring feedback. Feedback is not just a tool for growth. It's a crucial ingredient in the recipe for building a powerful personal brand. When received with an open mind and a learning attitude, feedback can be transformative. Think of feedback as a mirror. It reflects how others perceive you, and this perception is a critical component of your personal brand. Ignoring feedback is like ignoring your reflection. It doesn't give you the chance to see the gaps in your image that you could improve upon. Feedback can come from a variety of sources, from your audience, colleagues, mentors, or even friends and family. Each source offers a unique perspective that can help you understand how you come across to different groups of people. However, the key is not just to hear or accept feedback, but to actively seek it. Be proactive in asking for thoughts and opinions on your personal brand from others. This could involve directly asking for feedback after a presentation, or it could be as simple as reading and responding to comments on your social media posts. The goal is to understand what's working, what's not, and where you can improve. Remember, feedback is not a personal attack, but an opportunity for growth. It's a compass that can guide you in refining your personal brand and aligning it more closely with your target audience's expectations and needs. At the same time, while feedback is valuable, it's important to filter it through your own understanding and intuition. Not all feedback may be useful or applicable. It's important to discern what aligns with your values and vision and what doesn't. So don't shy away from feedback. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to improve and enhance your personal brand. After all, growth is a process, and feedback is a pivotal part of that journey. Mistake number 9 is the lack of professionalism. We live in an age where casual and personalized interactions have become more popular and are often appreciated, but it's crucial to remember that being casual doesn't equate to being unprofessional. Maintaining a level of professionalism is non-negotiable, as poor conduct can cause serious damage to your personal brand. Professionalism is not just about wearing a business suit or using jargon. It's about how you conduct yourself, how you communicate, how you respect others' time and opinions. Being casual can make you approachable, but crossing the line into unprofessional behavior can negatively affect people's perception of you. This could include poor communication, not respecting boundaries, making commitments you can't keep, or not treating others with respect and dignity. One key aspect of professionalism is consistency. It's important to be consistently professional in all your interactions, both online and offline. Your communication on social media, in emails, during virtual meetings, or face-to-face interactions. All of these reflect on your personal brand. An inconsistent approach can confuse your audience and potentially harm your reputation. Professionalism also extends to how you handle mistakes. Everybody makes them, but the way you respond can make a significant difference. Acknowledging your mistakes, apologizing when necessary, and making an effort to correct your actions shows a high level of professionalism. Remember, a strong personal brand is built on a foundation of trust and credibility, and professionalism plays a key role in establishing that trust. Even if your brand is more casual or creative, there should always be a strong undercurrent of professionalism guiding your actions. So, as you build and maintain your personal brand, remember the importance of professionalism, not just as a concept, but as a guiding principle in all your interactions. After all, your personal brand isn't just about what you do, it's about how you do it. And finally, we've arrived at the highlight of our video with the 10th mistake, the most common and most important one, not understanding their audience. It's a mistake as old as branding itself, trying to be everything to everyone. However, this approach often leads to a diluted personal brand that doesn't effectively resonate with anyone. Think of your personal brand as a beacon. It's not there to attract everyone, but to guide those who align with your values, beliefs, and expertise to your shores. But to do that, you need to know who you're trying to attract. Understanding your audience is not about changing who you are to fit what others want. Instead, it's about understanding who would benefit from what you have to offer and tailoring your messaging to resonate with them effectively. It involves digging deeper into their needs, their desires, their struggles, and their aspirations. What do they value most? What problems are they trying to solve? What inspires them? These are the questions you need to answer to form a clear image of your target audience. This audience understanding should be reflected in all aspects of your personal brand. From your content and messaging to your visual branding and communication style, everything should speak directly to your target audience. For instance, if your audience is full of ambitious entrepreneurs, your content should focus on providing actionable tips for scaling a business. If your audience is primarily creatives, your messaging might revolve around sparking inspiration and encouraging originality. But remember, strategists, understanding your audience is not a one-time task. As your audience evolves, so should your understanding of them. Keep your finger on the pulse of your audience's needs and preferences by consistently seeking feedback, observing trends, and staying connected. So, as you continue to build your personal brand, ensure you're not trying to appeal to everyone. Instead, focus on understanding and resonating with the people who align most with what you have to offer. Because when you try to speak to everyone, you often end up speaking to no one.